Hi, welcome back to the In Between and the Unseen Forces. My name is Camille. There comes a point in this journey when you find yourself at a place where nothing has taken form yet. And it's no longer something you fear. In fact, it's something you begin to trust. This is the unknown. It is so remarkable to look back and see where you were when you stepped on to this sacred, messy path that is the in between. In the beginning, the unknown, understandably so, is something you feared, something you rushed through, something that was uncomfortable and mysterious. However, as you walked through the change cycle, as you learned about the inner landscape and how you feel when you're going through that change cycle, as you met along the way the helpers, the guides, and the guidance that's available to you as you walk, and then the invitations, the invitation that change is always presenting to you to look at things from a fresh and different perspective, from a higher perch, from a more expansive view. And now here we are at the unseen forces and your ability, because you've changed and you've matured and your consciousness has expanded. You're able to look at the unknown not as something to fear, but as something to trust. You now look at the unknown not as something to rush through, but as something to sit with. Now you have come to realize that the unknown is not a void, it's not empty, it is a place that is full of potential and possibility. As you have been making your way through the map of change, you have also been making your way home to yourself, the new version of you that is emerging, this greater expression of yourself that is filled with dreams and your own potential and your own possibility. You have been learning, you've been practicing to sit in the discomfort of not knowing. And I applaud that practice because that's exactly what it takes to shift from the old design model into the new design model when it comes to the unknown. In the old design model, this is what we're trained to do, rush right through it. In the old design model that is built upon a value of knowing, you have to know, you should know. Why don't you know? When you arrive at not knowing, when you arrive at the unknown, when you are literally in that place between what was and what is yet to be, when you have shed the complete version of who you were, but you have not yet stepped into the fully formed version of who you are becoming, you are in the unknown. But now the unseen forces give you the opportunity to see it from a completely different perspective. And yes, from a very sacred perspective, because you are starting to realize that the unknown is just not known yet. You're starting to realize that the unknown is not empty. In fact, it is full of potential and possibility and opportunity. You have come to realize that things take time to germinate, to form, and to bloom. And now, your reverence for the unknown, your respect for this place and space, that though it may appear nothing is happening, you know something is forming behind the curtain, is a game changer. First, you may experience a sense of peace. Finally, this feeling of calm certainty that though you can't see anything yet, you know, you trust that indeed something is being formed on your behalf because you've gone through this radical change around how life works, because you've awakened to this incredible moment in which the outside, the outer world no longer influences you like it used to, but rather your inner world, your inner life is influencing everything, that you're living from the inside out. Your relationship to what you can't see becomes an eagerness, becomes this excitement, this curiosity. And I really want to encourage you to sit in this new feeling that you have, that you've prepared yourself for, that you've allowed yourself to accept as your new way to really settle into your system, your nervous system, your heart, and yeah, of course, your mind may still be pushing back. You bring compassion and comfort to that version of you that was trained to not feel comfortable in the unknown, to that version of you that was trained to rush right through it and quickly get to knowing. That's why this is a perfect follow-up to divine timing. Because now, not only are you trusting the timing of what unfolds and when it unfolds, because you're trusting that the universe is now for you and not against you, because you've radically shifted from being a victim to being a participant in your life, the co-creator of it, that you've given yourself the opportunity to step into being the actual architect of your life, along with divine timing and trusting the rhythm and the pacing and the arrival of what is meant for you. You are also trusting this place and this space that we call the unknown. And that's the change. We still call it the unknown, but now we know more about the unknown. That's why I love that sentence, and I've been saying it a lot. You just don't know yet. Now you're realizing you're in partnership with the cosmos. You're in partnership with the God of your understanding. You're in partnership with this divine intelligence, however you want to frame it. And maybe you're finding language for it that you've never had access to before. I encourage you to continue to sit with this, to journal about it, to talk to someone you trust about it, to tear it apart, to work it over, to find that language for you that helps you truly embody this incredible change that you are experiencing within yourself. Very few people arrive here. Very few people have the courage to keep walking, even though they don't know. Many people don't ever get to the unseen forces, but you have. You've trusted. You have believed. You have faith that even though you can't see it, something is being prepared for you. Now you're able to sit for longer periods of time in the discomfort of not knowing. Like, there comes a point where that discomfort completely fades. I would say I'm there now myself, but it took all these many phases to arrive here. I had to sit in the discomfort of not knowing for quite some time. I gave myself permission to feel that discomfort. I also gave myself permission to not have to do anything about it. Of course, the mind is constantly saying, do something, get out of this discomfort. I don't like how this feels. But because you're at a new level of maturity and because you have a willingness like you've never had before, you're willing to go, you know what? Yeah, this is uncomfortable, but I understand why I feel that way because my mind is resisting what it doesn't know and what it can't see. And I'm going to bring compassion to my mind because I understand why it feels that way, understandably so. However, my heart is saying, oh, this is really good. This is really good that you're just sitting here, allowing the discomfort to flow through you. This is really good that you are strengthening your trust in what you can't see. This is so good that now you are in partnership with the unknown. You're in partnership with what you can't see because you believe that something beautiful is being prepared just for you. For me, the unseen forces carry the most emotion because this is the point of the journey where you are living from the inside out. This is the point in the journey where you have the courage and the willingness and the curiosity and the maturity to begin to create an intimate relationship with all these beautiful forces that are a part of life, whether we are aware of them or work with them or not. This is how it is. But when you become aware of them, when you start to dance with them, when you start to experiment with them, it is an unbelievable moment. It's an exciting time. The unseen forces is where the magic is. And I'm just so proud of you for your willingness to take in this information. Whatever doesn't work, whatever you're not ready for, just put it off to the side. You will come back to it. It is a circle. It is a cyclical experience. This is not a linear journey. It's not like if you don't get it now, you're never going to have the chance to get it again. That's the old design model. In the new design model, you come back around because sometimes you're not ready for all of it. You just take what's yours now. Allow it to settle in. Allow it to remake you and work you over. Feel the emotions that are coming up. You know, this is a time where you may experience a lot of emotional purging. Stuff is getting dislodged. I mean, this is sacred information. And so if that's your experience, if you feel tender, if you're crying a lot, I want to encourage you to really love yourself. And if you have that safe person, ask for that hug. Ask for that one-on-one time. Ask for someone just to hold space while you release your tears. Believe me, in making these videos, I am also purging. There's so much that I am dislodging still that's coming up because a new version of myself is coming online every day. I'm not the same person I was when I started this journey with you a couple of months ago. So everything is happening in real time. We're going through it together. And this beautiful unseen force that we are calling the unknown is calling your name. May you sit with it. May you be in relationship to it. May you strengthen your patience while you sit in the womb of creation, knowing that the unknown will soon be known. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate the likes and the comments. And of course, thank you for subscribing to the channel. That's how people find the content. And we're building a community of people that are walking through the unknown together. It is beautiful. It is so powerful. And I thank you for being a part of it.